Welcome, everyone. Welcome into today's Fire Sign live readings. This is going to be for the week of May 16th through May 22nd of 2022. We are doing the fire signs today, so Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Guys, if you come in to watch the replay, please just check the description box below. I will put timestamps in always right after the live stream. So I do see everyone coming in. Welcome, welcome. I do want to talk about the astrology just a little bit, just because there is so much of it, and many of us are feeling it, right? And it's very difficult. It's very challenging. Um, in the description, I talked a little bit about all the big planets that are making big moves right now, like Saturn and Jupiter and Mercury. And let's talk Mercury retrograde. We can't skip over that, right? Mercury retrograde, definitely giving us a little bit of a sticky situation. So many people from the past, whether they're healed or unhealed, definitely coming back. I would say collectively, it's mostly unhealed. And many times, unfortunately, they just come in to stir the pot, right? That's definitely Mercury retrograde. So really, we're being asked, like, are we ready to implement what we've learned, right? Are we ready to ignore those situations or walk away from those situations and pull our energy back? Are we ready to respond instead of react, right? So Mercury retrograde, super strong. Hi, Amber. Hi, Diana. So yes, guys, if you're dealing with stuff like that, the best thing I could say is the only answer is always unconditional love. Many times when people act certain ways, or lash out in certain ways, it's out of fear or anger. And the best answer, of course, is unconditional love. But protect your energy, guys. Always pull yourself back if needed. All right, so I think that's really all I want to mention about it. Jupiter is still in Aries, so lots of expansion happening. Eclipse season, things are ending really quickly, right? And the lunar eclipse coming right around the corner. Last week we were building up to the Scorpio full moon, and this week, here it is, right? So yes, definitely a lot of strong energy. So if you're feeling like really heavy or overwhelmed, really emotional, don't be surprised. And I definitely recommend like sleeping when you need to sleep. I feel like we're so hard on ourselves and we're like, we don't have time to nap. So we just don't do things that our body is like, screaming out that we need. So yes, guys, sleep, rest. I've seen this thing that said stay hydrated. That is so important. And we don't even talk about how important that is. These are big planets that are up in the sky, right? They definitely affect us just like the moon affects us. Our bodies are, what is it, 90% water? I'm just saying, drink water, guys. Drink water. It's definitely going to help the situation. All right, let's go ahead and stop jibber jabbering and let's timestamp Aries. I just seen 303, so I'm taking it just because I like the threes. So Aries, this is going to be for the week of May 16th through May 22nd. So I do have Aries all over my chart. I have Aries Sun and Aries Mercury. Which is very common. Most people have the same sun sign as their Mercury sign, right? So I do feel like it's very the energy is super difficult, super difficult. It's very challenging for Aries. In Aries, the one thing I'm going to say is when you slip, just get back up and keep going. If people feel like they're getting in your way, retract, pull back, protect your energy at all costs. All right, Aries, I am using The Sacred Traveler by Denise Lynn. So let's see, what is your energy, Aries? May 16th as the Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse comes in through May 22nd. Guys, if you want to stay up late at night of the 15th onto the morning of the 16th, you can definitely see the eclipse. All right, Aries, here we go. So we have in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. So it's pretty interesting because I don't feel like this past week it's been smooth sailing for Aries. Wise leader comes out. You are a beacon for others. Interesting. And then answering the call. There we go, Aries. The time is now. So yes, I definitely sense like some big moves happening for Aries this next week. On the bottom, we have finding sanctuary, and it says opening to your spiritual source. So again, I'm kind of feeling that energy from Aries where they need to like pull back a little bit. You could be feeling really depleted, even burnt out, Aries. You're giving your energy to so many places and so many people and so many things. Pull that energy back, connect with source so that you're able to replenish yourself. All right, let's pull some heal yourself reading cards for Aries. Let's see, what is the challenge or obstacle this week, May 16th through May 22nd for Aries? So we have patience. Interesting. Aries lacks patience, right? Aries struggles with patience, definitely. But I feel like you're waiting for some sort of offer because I always see your hand out, like she's waiting for someone to give her something. A hole in the soul is going to be lesson learned. So hole in the soul a lot of times comes out when your energy is in the wrong place. Most likely it's not in a feeling of like gratitude or abundance. It's more of a feeling of lack, like you're missing out on something or you're missing something or someone. And then entrapment comes out, and entrapment's 34. So Aries, it is possible that you feel like people are controlling you or manipulating you in some way. But Aries, I just want to say a lot of times with the Aries fire sign that we are, a lot of times this is self-entrapment. This is something that you're telling yourself you can't do. On the bottom, what made me think of that is the bottom of the deck, the courage card. I definitely feel like Aries is on some sort of new journey. The lunar eclipse is about closing cycles out. Aries doesn't like change, right? Who does? It's difficult, it's challenging. And all the astrological events are like very much pushing us towards change so that we can follow our purpose. And I feel like Aries, you're going to have to be really courageous this week because most likely you're going to experience a lot of new situations, new things that you haven't dealt with, maybe new choices, new options. All right, so let's pull out for the patience card. And let's pull some Llewellyn. Let's see what Aries is having to be patient for. So we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is like being able to get on your path. So Aries is kind of like that go, go, go juice, right? Aries doesn't want to stop. Aries definitely is many times overworks themselves. And I'm just saying all this Aries because, again, I have Aries all through my chart. So I'm not picking on you in no means. I mean, I'm just definitely showing different examples of things that I do myself. But I do feel like Aries feels like there's this purpose, there's this path, there's something they're supposed to be doing. I feel like Aries has been feeling this since Pisces season, when Pisces season was really, really slow. And it was very much about dreaming big, right? Aries struggles to dream big because Aries is more about like a realistic situation. What is realistic for Aries? A lot of things that are realistic for Aries are massive for other signs. But I just want to say for Aries, it's very much about like the 3D, the physical things, actions, the physical that you can see. And so I definitely feel like Aries feels like they want to get on their path. They've got something to do. They have somewhere to go. And then the Page of Pentacles coming out. So the Page of Pentacles, again, a new journey, starting something new because pages are new. But I just want to say really quickly, Aries, the pages are students. And many times, because they don't know what's around the corner or they don't know what's ahead, they sense a lot of fear. I sense a lot of fear with the pages. And it's like, I'm not sure what's coming, so I'm scared to take a step in that direction. You see what I mean? All right, let's look at, it's pretty contradictory right there, Aries, because what I'm getting is you want to get going on the path, but you're scared to make a decision. All right, let's look at hole in the soul. This is lesson learned. So let's see, what is hole in the soul about? And I definitely feel like it's putting the energy and something like it's not in the right place. You're longing for something. It's like a lack mentality. Like you don't have something, Aries. Wow. So we have the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups is that emotional contentment, having everything you need. But I just want to say really quickly, Aries, it's not like material things. This is very much about love. And I feel like that's what Aries is wanting or longing for or missing out on. or they feel like they're missing out on. And the moon comes out, so right away I'm getting like it's an illusion. It's like something is blurring your vision, you're not seeing something clearly. Strong Pisces energy. And I just want to say, Aries, so far the moon is the only major arcana, so it does tell me that this Scorpio full moon is going to be very, very significant for Aries. All right, let's look at entrapment. There's that Eight of Swords. What did I say? Thank you, Spirit. I love when that happens. So remember entrapment, I said that it's very much like where you could feel like you're being manipulated or controlled. But for an Aries sign, many times the entrapment card is something that we're doing to ourselves. It's that self-entrapment. And what card comes out? Not only but the Eight of Swords, which is very much the same thing, right? Self-entrapment. Her feet are never bound. She can walk out of the situation at any time. She has to choose, and she has to have the courage to choose. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So Aries, I feel like you choose. Beautiful, right? The Ace of Pentacles is that new beginning. It's like that new start. It's that new clean slate. It's very much where you take this fear and you start taking, you take action is what it is. On the bottom, we have the Seven of Swords. So this is going to be bottom of the deck energy. So Aries, quit being so hard on yourself. Quit, like you have to believe in yourself, Aries. I feel like Aries very much struggles to tell themselves that they're good enough or they've accomplished enough or something like that. All right, let's pull a little guidance from Magical Times. Miss L is here. Hi, Miss L. All right, Aries, let's see. What guidance does Spirit have for Aries, May 16th through May 22nd? The Love card comes out. I got this card myself right before I started the readings. It says, listen to your heart, embrace what makes you happy. There are 1 million reasons to love. Faith. Believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. Aries, I do feel your energy like pulling back. I do feel like Aries doesn't like that, right? Aries likes to be around a lot of energy. Aries gets excited when they're around a lot of energy. So they're not very much like the withdrawal type. They're more of the outgoing type, right? But I do feel like Spirit's asking you to go within this week, to really spend time on whatever is blocking you, whatever the self-entrapment is. And Aries, I do feel like you need guidance. You need to ask Spirit what it is that you need to do. And Spirit's like, hey, I'm right here and I'm ready to show you. And then awareness comes out. Pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. So I do feel like Spirit is trying to guide the way, Aries. All right, Aries, let's close it out with the Moonology Oracles. Aries, I do feel like it is going to be an emotional week for you. But I do feel like you break free and take some sort of new offer, new start. You're very close to achieving your goal. Definitely, I sense that. Something big is coming. Look at this. Believe in the impossible. Aries, my very favorite card, the blue moon. And expect powerful changes. It's the new moon eclipse, which we did just have a new moon eclipse. So what were you seeing, Aries, when you seen that new moon eclipse? What were you paying attention to that time? Because definitely this full moon lunar eclipse is definitely going to affect the situation. On the bottom, adjustments are required. It's the 3rd quarter moon. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Aries. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. And I'm just going to clean up really quickly, guys, and we will jump to Leo. Junior says, Facebook is kind of tough to figure out, but I believe I'm where I'm supposed to be. Does it, I just wanted you to see if does it show the little stars, honey? Miss Al, I'm so glad to see you. Makes my heart so happy. Amber says, I just got a heart jump on the love card. Oh, I understand, Miss L. I understand the energies have been very, very heavy. I've been trying to run from Mercury retrograde since, 2 weeks before it got here. And there's no such thing, guys. No such thing. That's why the astrology is there, so we can use it as a tool. But it doesn't make things go away. And just because you know about something doesn't mean you can make it not happen. You know what I mean? It's definitely going to happen. And it seems like the more you know, the more you use the tools, the more you're affected because you see it clearer, right? Oh, I forgot to ask. No music, right? Nobody can hear any music. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's also she was born during a Mercury retrograde. No, you don't see any stars, honey? Yeah, I totally can't figure it out. I have no idea. All right, so we are almost ready for Leo. Hey, after the live, we got to go straight to the store and get a fan. Guys, you know how the devil lives in Georgia? Well, I feel like he's visiting Kentucky because it is so super hot here. Like my little computer weather thing sent me a warning just right before the live that said like record temperature or something. I don't know, but it is so hot today. It's crazy. I got a feeling this is going to be a really sticky summer. Excuse me. All right, let's timestamp Leo. Let's do 1745 for Leo. So Leo, I did talk a little bit about the astrology in the intro. I do recommend watching that part of the video, just the first couple of minutes, just because we have so much going on. It really causes the energy to be super heavy. And definitely with fire signs, I feel like we are clashing a little bit with the energy instead of working with the energy. So I want to really focus Mercury retrograde. I kept trying to sweep it under the rug and I kept trying to pull the positive. What's the positive? I get that. But guys, sometimes we just have to deal with the more tougher situations. And Mercury retrograde is definitely affecting us all very strongly this one around for sure. I've seen it in the Etsy shop readings, one after another. I've seen it on the lives that we do or the free readings that we do on YouTube. So yeah, Mercury retrograde everywhere. So we're just going to have to face it. And when you know about it, doesn't mean that it's not going to happen to you. In fact, you're probably going to experience more situations just because you know about it and you're able to see those situations clearly. So Leo, I do suggest that you implement the life spiritual lessons that you've learned as we're moving into this Mercury retrograde. It's here already, guys. It's here. But yeah, so make sure to enforce your boundaries. Make sure to send unconditional love. And make sure to take care of yourself, guys. There's so many big planets making big moves right now. And make sure you stay hydrated, Leo. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. All right, Leo. So this is going to be for May 16th through May 22nd. I am using the Secret Traveler. So we're asking your higher self, Leo, what is the energy for Leo as this full moon in Scorpio Lunar eclipse is upon us. We have grounding. Yes, Leo, I read that this morning. That was one of the guidances that I received myself for the fire sign of Aries, to very much use this energy and ground ourselves. And grounding yourself is really easy, guys. There's so many different ways. You can take your shoes off and just walk out on the earth. I really like to I know this is weird. I sit at my desk a lot, but I'll just sit here and imagine these tree roots like coming out from the bottom of my feet and going through the floor of my house down into the center of the earth. And then I imagine they get to the center and they come back up and they attach to the bottom of my feet. And these roots are anchoring me down, right? They're grounding me. It's one of the easiest ways to do it. But the card does say, go deep and explore your roots. And I will say many times, Leo, when I see that your roots card, especially in the last couple of weeks, it's very much been about like ancestors and messages from your ancestors. We have discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. So Leo, with this card, I always see the people walking back towards the town, and you can see like the man looks like he's asking for direction, and the older man's kind of pointing him like, you go this way. But here's Leo, and Leo's like, you know what? I'm done listening. I'm going this way. I'm gonna try this thing. And then Gates of Triumph comes out. So I do feel like this week, Leo, you're going to go against the grain, most likely go against what you're being told to do, but you're triumphant. It's a success expands in your life. And guys, let's not forget Jupiter. We talked about Jupiter all last week. So Leo, it's very possible that you're actually getting to experience that expansion that comes from Jupiter moving into Aries. On the bottom is watching the clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. I don't feel like this is actually what's happening right now, but I do feel like this is what's coming in, Leo. It's like you've worked really hard for something and it's finally coming to fruition. All right, so let's pull from the Heal Yourself reading cards. Hi, Amanda. Absolutely. I will be offering free readings as soon as we're done with Leo and Sagittarius. We're on Leo right now. I've seen the Say What You Mean card twice. So, Leo, it could be that you're holding back some sort of truth from someone, and that could definitely be holding you up. All right, let's see. Challenge or obstacle for Leo in this situation. We have letting go. So letting go is number 26, and it does say that you need to release something. Most likely that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to release something, and people are telling you to do it this way. And Leo's like, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. Do what works for you, Leo. We have courage coming out as the lesson learned that can help you with this situation. I do feel like Spirit's asking you to have courage now, Leo. And then unleash your creativity is coming out as your outcome, and it's number 31. So you have 26, 30, and 31. Definitely a progression, like things getting better, right? Unleash your creativity is always to me about your purpose. And it's funny that that's falling on the Gates of Triumph. So I feel like whatever choice you actually make this week, Leo, it definitely has something that's going to take you on into the future. On the bottom, temptation, and that's going to be bottom of the deck energy, Leo. So it's very possible that this week Spirit's asking you, kind of like that Mercury retrograde, right? Like someone comes back in and says, hey, are you sure? And Leo says, yes, I am sure. All right, let's pull a little Llewellyn. All right, let's see why Leo is struggling to let go. So we have the Page of Pentacles, kind of like Aries, fear to start over, fear to start something new. Again, I think it's just because sometimes we're just so used to things a certain way that even if it's an uncomfortable situation, we're comfortable with it because we've done it that way for so long, right? And then the Six of Cups comes out. Yeah, so you're having a hard time letting go, Leo, because you're stuck in the past. You're stuck. Nostalgia is the Six of Cups. It's very much about thinking about happier times when things were better, instead of finding like what's good right now. Let's look at courage. We have King of Cups. So, Leo, I just want to say King of Cups is my twin flame clue card for divine masculine. It's very possible that you're having to have some sort of courage that has to do with your counterpart if I'm talking to the divine feminine. It's also very possible that you're having to have courage just to talk to someone about how you feel, because that's who the King of Cups is, right? The King of Cups is that person that you trust with your emotions. And then we have the Priestess energy coming out. Super interesting. So most likely talking to someone who's on the twin journey and struggling with the bridging energy, what it is that they haven't figured out about the journey just yet. And I feel like that's what could definitely, like, answers could come in, especially with that Gates of Triumph card down there. So Leo Spirit definitely could be asking you that as these answers come in this week, that you're courageous. Let's look at unleash your creativity. We have the Knight of Wands. So what I just said, Knight of Wands, knights, of course, very courageous. They go and do things that they've never done before, right? They get out of their comfort zone. They don't stay in their comfort zone. And Wands, of course, is about action. So taking some sort of action. And I think what the action is, again, just like Aries, Leo, the Eight of Swords is restrictions, self-restriction. So you're breaking yourself out of something that you're telling yourself, I'm not good enough, or I can't do this, or I'll never get that. I did see that Say What You Mean card as I was shuffling the Heal Yourself reading cards. So it's very possible that you're telling yourself, Leo, like negative thoughts, replace those thoughts. Tell yourself, say what you mean is you don't really mean it when you say, like, I don't know, when you say something negative, right, Leo? It's just because you're angry or you're frustrated at the time. So whenever you have a negative thought, that's usually why. Replace it with a positive thought. Say what you actually mean and say what you actually want, guys, because really right now, as all this energy is coming in so strongly, this is the time to really tell the universe what it is that you want. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. So Leo, it's definitely Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this is about your confidence. Spirit's saying, like, you have the ability to do whatever is happening here. You need to do it, Leo. All right, let's pull some guidance. All right, so this is going to be magical times. And let's see what Spirit has to say to Leo about this situation. I'm just seeing the confidence card. Absolutely. And Leo being a fire sign, I just want to say, again, just like Aries, very strong and passionate like Aries. Very most of the time, it does not have a confidence issue. But I'm not nobody. No one sign like never has a confidence issue, right? But Aries is kind of really well known for being like bold and just really outgoing. And Leo is kind of the same type of energy. So I will say this: I know one thing about Aries is when you fall, when something happens, it's big, right? You hit hard. It's not like a minor situation. It's something massive. So I do feel like it's possible that like something like that has happened, and you're just rising from that energy. You're rising from whatever just knocked you down. We have sanctuary coming out. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. So yes, Leo, Spirit, again, kind of like Aries, saying make those healthy boundaries, enforce those boundaries. We can make boundaries all day, guys, but if we don't enforce them, then what's the point, right? But definitely try to connect with Spirit, because that's where you're going to thrive. I feel like a lot of times, Leo, we're always looking for other people, and people are going to disappoint us every time, right? They're human. That's what we do. So definitely feeling like Spirit's calling out to the fire signs this week, like connect with me, connect with Spirit, connect with Source. And I don't mean me like me. I just felt like that's what he's saying to me. But the Dreamer card comes out and it says your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. Super interesting that came out because Unleash Your Creativity came out. And remember, guys, I always say your creativity is that gift, that blessing, that thing that Spirit gave you. For example, like mine is the tarot, right? Or mine is the I don't know, the visual arts or the videos I post on YouTube. You see what I'm trying to say? These are all things that I have to use my creativity in order to do. And we all have something, every single person. I feel like a lot of times we struggle to know what those things are. And it's usually something that's like right around us, right? Like, did I see Sandra? I think I seen Sandra a minute ago. If I did, hi, Sandra. But yes, like we we have things that are around us that we sometimes don't even realize. Like that's our thing. That's what we're creative with. And you take what you're creative with to follow your purpose, to do what it is that you're supposed to be doing for your purpose. The happiness card comes out next, and it says, immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. So yes, I feel like it's very possible you're just coming out of something that was very like a difficult situation. Spirit saying you're to asking you to ground yourself and understand too that like you're coming out on top of a situation. So release any negative thoughts that you may be having, and release anything that's telling yourself that you can't do it, Leo. Strength is on the bottom, and strength is the Leo card, right? In tarot, the strength card, it says you have courage, you can endure, find your center, and spiral into your power. Absolutely. All right, Leo, let's close it out with the Moonology Oracle. All right, let's see. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions, Leo. The Dreamer card, I just want to say really quickly, I must say it every time. Write your dreams down, guys. It's very possible that this is going to have something to do with messages in your dreams. Please check out my published dream journals. I even have a guided dream journal that asks you like specific questions and helps you figure out what the messages are. So links for those are always in the description box. All right, Leo, let's see. The energy is gaining momentum. Again, like Aries, I kind of felt that like something is building up. Hold your vision, the fixed moon, and conclusions are within reach. Look at that full moon eclipse. Absolutely. I feel like the Scorpio full moon is definitely going to be really impactful to all the signs. Doesn't matter what type of relationship you're in. Doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're doing a spiritual awakening or you're in a dark night of the soul, or your life is more about materialistic things, or it's more about a love, like abundance is more about love and joy. It doesn't really matter. It's all going to be the same thing. We're all being forced to do the same thing. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. And guys, I'm just going to clean up really quickly, and we have Sagittarius next. Sagittarius, I think one of the calmer of the fire signs. Sagittarius, highly enlightened sign, highly psychic. But one thing I have seen and learned about Sagittarius in the year and a half that I've been reading for you guys, and feeling and connecting with your energy, is as Aries, Sagittarius, you very much have to ask yourself where you're putting your energy and why. As Aries is very focused, determined, knows beforehand, right? Sagittarius, sometimes you have to ask yourself, like, why are you doing a certain thing? And I don't know where that came from, so I'm super interested to see what the reading is going to say. Hi, Sandra. I knew I seen you earlier. Amber, I was thinking about you this morning, and I almost messaged you, and then I looked down, it was like 6:03 a.m. I realized, like, not everybody, you know, likes their phone to ding at 6 a.m. 3:33 she sees. All day yesterday, all day, 10:10, 11:11, 3:33, 4:44, 5:55. Is Miss Tina here? Hi, Miss Tina. All right, so cleaning up from Leo. Almost ready for Sagittarius. All right, guys, I'm just going to grab a drink really quickly and we will start Sagittarius. And I feel like the energy is building. So like there's more Sagittarius coming in. So I just want to say perfect timing. All right, let me grab a drink just real quick and then we'll timestamp and get started. All right, guys, here we go. Ready? Let's do 3513. I'll change that. Let's do 3515 for Sagittarius. This is going to be for the week of May 16th through May 22nd of 2022. Sagittarius, I did talk about the astrology a little bit in the intro, the first couple of minutes of the video, so I do recommend watching that. Sorry, guys. My dog. My bad. But yes, I do recommend watching that, Sagittarius, because I do talk about the different big planets that are making big moves, and we're definitely feeling those and they're impacting us daily. So we really want to know like what's happening so we know why we're feeling a certain way. But Mercury retrograde, I feel like that's going to be the thing for Sagittarius this week. I feel like you were focused, were not focused, but you felt it coming, I feel like last week, and most likely something happened. All right, so Mercury retrograde, unfinished business. I don't know, Sagittarius. I'm feeling like a little bit of a strong connection with Sagittarius right now. Like I'm talking to a Sagittarius who, like me, it feels like they're being tested. It's like all the butt faces, that's the nicest word I can think of, from your past are coming in to like push your buttons. You see what I'm saying? And you know, most of the time that happens because, you know, they're sad, lonely people. Send them love. That's definitely what we're supposed to be doing, right? Send unconditional love. But I do feel like these are the ones that are like coming in to see. It's almost like a test. Like, are you ready? Like, are you going to implement the things you know? Are you going to respond, Sagittarius, instead of reacting to this person? All right, so let's see. I am using the Denise Lynn Sacred Traveler. Who they're heavy and they're stuck. Deep breaths. All right, Sagittarius, May 16th through May 22nd. So we have choosing your path. All is possible. I do feel like a little bit of a stuck energy. So I feel like it's very possible that you're at this really important point where you have to make a decision. You have to choose something, right? Taking shelter. The answers are within. So again, Sagittarius, I'm kind of getting like you were reaching out to others to try to get those answers. Aries was too. And let me tell you, it very much just backfired. And what's happening is because Spirit's wanting us to go within, find the answers within. We don't need anyone else's approval, Sagittarius. We need to do what makes us happy. We're the ones that are guided. We're the ones that are the light for others. So Sagittarius, definitely follow your own light. Believe in your own light. Absolutely. And then ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. Don't quit now is kind of what I'm getting. So again, I do feel like something happens with that Mercury retrograde where someone comes in and just kind of pushes you, tests you, Sagittarius. Answering the call is on the bottom and it says the time is now. So what I'm getting from this is most likely whoever this isn't the first time, Sagittarius. Most likely it's happened before. And when I get like answering the call, I feel like it's when you finally put a stop to it. You're like, you know what? I'm done with this nonsense. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. And you just remove that energy from your energy. Send it back with love, right? All right. I just seen that wild card. So we're going to pull the Heal Yourself reading cards. See if we can get a little bit more information for Sagittarius. I pulled the wild card out for myself this morning and pulled the book out just because I wanted a little bit of a refresher on the card, but it means just what I always say, that we're trying to suppress some sort of creative energy. And Spirit didn't give it to us for us to hold it down. All right, Sagittarius, let's see. What is the challenge or obstacle? So we have family and tribe coming out. Super easy. It's going to be something to do with someone that you have a very close relationship, right? And then we have alchemy. This is your lesson learned. So this is beautiful. And this could actually be happening right now. It is possible for some of you Sagittarius that this has actually already happened before, because I did get that feeling that this person was like in and out, in and out. It was like a repeated type of situation. And then outcome, we have temptation. I feel like you're actually going to heal something with that temptation. Rejection is on the bottom. And I've been finding it super interesting this last couple of weeks. Sagittarius, look at that rejection card. So I can't tell you who's rejected who, but what I can tell you is that his energy, he has like a cobweb coming from his hand to her shoulder. It's almost like he, either he's been rejected and she's tried to move on, or he rejected her and she's trying to move on. But it's like they still trying to suck that energy from you, right? The energy vampires is what I heard. Super interesting. All right, let's pull some Llewellyn. Ace of Swords. I just seen the Ace of Swords, and it says, think things through thoroughly. Come up with a new plan. All right, let's look at family and tribe. I have that moon card. So again, an illusion. There's some sort of fear with family. And the Ten of Pentacles. So not the Ten of Cups, remember, for Aries, but the Ten of Pentacles very much like your everything. It's not just emotional contentment, because Pentacles encompass everything. Pentacles encompass your job, your career, your love life, your spiritual life, everything, right? So Ten of Pentacles says you have everything you need. So it's very possible that you already, Sagittarius, have everything you need in some sort of family situation, but there's some sort of fear or illusion that you don't. All right, let's look at alchemy. Alchemy could be what's happening right now, which just says you're learning to make a, like, pull a positive from a difficult, negative situation. And again, definitely could be happening right now, Sagittarius. Like, I see everything burning down behind her, and it's almost like she doesn't care. It's like she's ready for it to be gone. She's already pulled the positive. She's holding it in her hand. So we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is that it is about clarity, understanding. Swords, of course, is communication. But here lately, the King of Swords to me has been giving me a lot of that like Queen of Swords vibe, a little bit like I will cut you regardless type of energy. So that's super interesting. And an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the Five of Wands, so challenges. So it could be very possible that the situation is with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And of course, it is very challenging. But I just want to say the Five of Wands is not the Five of Swords. They're not killing each other. They're not stabbing each other. They're training. They're practicing for something. All right, let's look at temptation. It kind of tells me you already know how to deal with this person, Sagittarius. You, like I said, you've done it before. All right, temptation. Let's see what's happening. Why is temptation in the outcome for Sagittarius? I can't picture you going through all of this and then going back, or even being tempted to go back. So let's see what comes out. Justice. Strong Libra energy, but definitely balancing the scales, making something right. I feel like you've had to fight this temptation, and you do fight the temptation. And it's very much possible that you win. Like, you choose right this time, right? Page of Swords comes out. Page of Swords, Sagittarius. I want to say the Page of Swords does talk about like maybe not communicating with somebody or blocking someone out. Everybody knows how I feel about the whole blocking thing. But Sagittarius, we're all different. We're all different. We're on a different journey. And if you feel like you need to remove your energy and block yourself to protect yourself from this person, to be able to live in some sort of peace and harmony within yourself, then do what you have to do. On the bottom, the Emperor. The Emperor is very much about taking your power back, taking control back. All right, Sagittarius, let's pull guidance and let's see, what does Spirit want to say to Sagittarius about this situation? Awareness coming back out. Pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. Look for the little things, Sagittarius. Pilgrimage. You are on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. And look, choose your path was the very first card that came out for Sagittarius. Who thinks that's a coincidence, right? No such thing. All right, action also comes out, and it says, stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. All right, let's close it out for Sagittarius with the Moonology Oracle. And this is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I don't think Sagittarius, I feel like you've gotten control of your emotions, that Emperor on the bottom. But I do feel like you're definitely in your thoughts, trying to figure out like what's next. A time to give rather than take. So that could tell you what it is that you need to do. Prosperity lies ahead. And then emotions are running high when I just got done saying that your emotions weren't high. Nothing is yet set in stone, and the mutable moon is on the bottom. So it is very possible, Sagittarius, that you are emotional about it, but I feel like you've already dealt with those emotions. I think it's possible that you feel like there's someone who's trying to hurt you or keep something from you. And I feel like that's what spirit clears up, and that's what helps you be able to choose which way you're going. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Sagittarius. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. And that's it, guys. That's going to be the fire signs for the week of May 16th through May 22nd of 2022. All right. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Miss Al. I totally agree with Miss Al on the whole blocking situation. I feel like when you're trying to do something in a negative way, you're just going to get a negative thing back, right? But yes, on the other hand, Miss L, I have talked to a few of you guys that have messaged me and told me, you know, like for your own safety, you feel like you have to do that. And I completely understand that. That's a different ball game. That's not the ball game that I'm in. I don't have like fear for my own personal safety in my journey. So yeah, absolutely. Everybody's journey is different. But yes, Miss L, I totally agree with you. All right, guys, it is that time. So let me know if anyone has any questions they want to ask. If you're looking for guidance, I have plenty of time. Oh, thank you, Amber. Thank you for coming in. Did I see my friend Jennifer? I want to say I seen my friend Jennifer in here earlier. And guys, I'm not ignoring you. Please don't ever think that. I'm very much, hi, Marshall. I'm very much just trying to get through the timestamps without all the jibber jabber. So when you guys come in to watch the replays, you know, you don't have to hear me going, hi, Marshall. You know what I mean? And it's just what you're looking for, which is, you know, the reading on that sign. So it was something that was suggested to me, and I've been trying to do that. But please don't ever think that I'm ignoring you guys, by no means whatsoever. I just want you to be able to experience those timestamps. I know life is short, guys. We don't have 2 hours. This is my job. This is what I do. So I do have that time. I make that time because it's my, you know, my purpose, right? But I know that the rest of you are out living your own purpose and living your own life, and you don't have 2 hours to sit down and scan through and try to find your reading. So yes, always timestamps as soon as the live streams are done. Sandra, yes. Amber, yes. Thank you, ladies, for breaking the ice. Miss Elsie, Jennifer. Jennifer is a very good friend of mine. I've known her for several years. And it's so weird to me how life impacts us and how we end up coming back together. We meet certain people that always help us in some way, right? And it's always beautiful when you come back full circle. All right, so let me go up. Let me see who was first. Amber, I would love guidance. And Sandra, guidance too. So let's jump in with those two first. Let's start with Amber. All right, so I'm actually going to pull Power of Love. Guys, this is my best answer, my best advice when we're going through these difficult, challenging events. We definitely have to come at the situation with love. We have to forgive. We don't ever want the energy to hold on to us like that one card with the cobweb, right? All right, so Amber, I'm going to pull from the Power of Love activation. These are those cards Miss L gifted me that I always talk about how beautiful they are. And they've been so good to me since I opened the box. So yes, let's see what Spirit wants to talk to Amber about. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. We're all getting that release card. And ownership comes out. Interesting. Amber, it says you acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike, and you learn to love them all as lessons. So I know, Amber, so I know that's actually a really true situation. You're starting to realize that certain things have a purpose. There was a reason, and those reasons are normally so you can learn some sort of lesson and become who you are today, right? On the bottom, joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all you do. Interesting. All right, let's pull a little Triple Goddess Tarot. And let's see why Spirit has pulled these three. Let's look at compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So we have the 10 of Pentacles coming out, and that's funny because that's those achievements. That's the goals and achievements. And then release, you have the Four of Cups coming out. I just want to say, Amber, Four of Cups is normally that card that says you're blocking something out. But this is the Triple Goddess Tarot, and it's a little bit more about daydreaming, looking out for new things that are coming in instead of being focused on the ones that you have, which is super interesting because it's the complete opposite, right? Four of Cups is normally about blocking something out, not seeing the new opportunity. So it's like you've been able to release something, and Spirit is showing you something new. And then ownership just tells me that that's what it is. You've learned that everything has purpose. Every person you meet has purpose. Look at that. King of Pentacles comes out. And King of Pentacles can be talking about a particular earth sign. You do have two pentacles in one cup. And so, of course, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But many times, this is someone that we put up on a pedestal. So most likely you've put someone up on a pedestal, but you learned the reason for it. You learned why it had to happen, the purpose of it. All right, Amber, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. Are we doing Marshall after Sandra? Is that what's happening, honey? All right, just let me know in case I jump the gun and say something else. All right, so Sandra next. Looking for guidance also. Yes, Marshall. I'm going to do Sandra, and if you're still here, I will absolutely do yours after. Michelle's been following me on Facebook since I first started going into the groups to do the free readings. Back before they were recorded, guys, like back when I was writing them out and typing them out. Yeah, so she's been following me for a good minute. I absolutely appreciate the support. Guys, if you haven't checked out my Facebook page, please go do so. Because yeah, look, it's almost time. Are you guys excited for that Scorpio full moon live? I'm a little nervous, to be perfectly honest. But look, guys, definitely Scorpio full moon, lunar eclipse. We're going to have it on May 16th at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. It should say CDT. I'm so sorry. The daylight savings just drives me crazy around here. But anyway, it's 6 p.m. Central Time. We are going to be doing the May 2022 extended reading for the Twin Flame Current Energy. If you haven't watched that reading, it's already gotten over 100 views. So I noticed it's really popular this month. Please go check that out. I am going to do free individual Twin Flame Current Energy readings after. So yes, guys, please come and join us for that Facebook only event. And you can find that on my Facebook page, guys. So please hit that follow button if you haven't already. Sorry, Sandra. I hit all the things and then I took it off. Let me go back. I'll get it. There it is. All right. So yes, guys, I believe I can't remember where we were at last time. But yes, we have a few more than we did the last time because this is the second time that we're doing the extended live. The first time it went really well because it was all my really close friends and family and Soul Tribe members. And most likely that's how it'll be again, but we are definitely growing in there. So yes, guys, please share that out. Jennifer says, I'm still here and I love you, Rosa. She's very sweet and has helped me more than she knows. Thank you, Jennifer. All right, so let's see. Let's see what's coming in for Amber. Again, I'm going to stick with the power of love. I feel like that's where we all need to stay. Stay in that white light. Stay in our unconditional love. I know it's difficult, guys. Believe me, I'm struggling each and every day, but I'm making it through, guys. That's really the only thing. It's not how you fall, it's how you get back up. All right, so let's see. What does Spirit want to say to Sandra? So we have vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving and just universe. Again, so I'm kind of okay. So you know how I say that I don't read reversals. I feel like it's very possible this card would have came out in reverse, like the energy of a just universe. I feel like something's unfair right now. Expression comes out. You're ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So again, I'm getting a little bit of a reversal here, and it's almost like you're realizing that you're having a lot of difficult thoughts, and you could be actually manifesting something because you're having these thoughts. So Spirit's definitely telling you replace those thoughts, put something positive in there. Look, I got a note, Sandra. I watched. I can't remember what I think her name is Mel Robbins. I don't know if you guys ever heard on her. Very much like a life coach channel. I just came across her this morning. Actually, that's not true. I've watched a couple other videos, but I just found her again this morning. But she was talking about breaking out of a negative mindset. And I made a note because she says, what if we always do the what ifs, right? And we say, like, what if this goes wrong? Or what if this doesn't work out for me? Or what if I'm not going to get this thing? She said, change that. Every time you have that, change it. Ask yourself, what if it all works out? And just keep repeating that. What if this is good for me? What if this is what I need? You see what I'm saying? Replace those thoughts. And then we have transformation, which is definitely what's happening. It says you use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. So the illusions and awareness is definitely sticking out to me. I feel like it's possible that someone tried to fake something or like not really show you the truth of something, but you actually are able to see it now, or you're becoming more aware of it. And then acceptance is going to be on the bottom. You're ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Yeah, so something's happening, and most likely you're coming to acceptance about a situation. But acceptance doesn't mean like you're going, oh, okay, I see. It's just going to be crap. That's not acceptance, okay? Acceptance is saying, like I said earlier, oh, what if this is actually what I need? What if this is actually good for me? You see what I'm saying? All right, let's pull a little tarot on that vision. That's the only one that's really disturbing me a little. So no matter what, you see the bigger picture in a loving, just universe. I feel like you don't. So let's ask Spirit, how can you? How can you? How will you? Look at that. It's the emotions. So the Ace of Cups comes out again, Triple Goddess Tarot. Do you see just the massive water pouring into that cup? So it tells me that you're really, really emotional right now. And maybe that's why your vision is blurry. I kind of even seen like blurry vision, right? So it's very possible that you're not seeing something for what it is, just because you're super emotional about something. And I'm not saying, please, by no means, Sandra, I'm not saying emotions are useful, guys. Crying is a cleansing. It helps you purge old stagnant energy. So if you're finding yourself crying, like, don't get down on yourselves. Don't feel bad about that. Me and another friend were talking about that, like right before the live started. Like, we are so hard on ourselves. If you're tired, go to sleep. take a nap. If you're feeling super emotional and things are overwhelming and you feel like you're just going to burst into tears, for Pete's sake, let yourself burst into tears. Cleanse all that energy out. If you're trying to hold it in and hold it in, it's just going to build up and build up and build up. Expression, we have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords, I do say, is like my break free type of card. It's very much where you tell someone, hey, you're free to go do what it is that you need to do, and what you're doing is not going to impact me anymore. And then transformation, you have the Knight of Pentacles, so you have two knights and an ace. So it's about having courage. It's about being able to go and do something you've never done before. All right, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope that was helpful. Hi, Cheryl. All right, so I think I was supposed to do, I think Junior said Marshall. So Marshall, just let me know if you're still here. So Amanda's here and says, I would love a reading for guidance. All right, so let's do Amanda. So Marshall, if you are still here, just please let me know and I will do yours next. The energy feels like anticipation. Like, that's not the right word. The energy feels like we're waiting, like something's coming, right? Like there's but it's excitement. It's not necessarily like scariness, but it's definitely exciting. And I feel like what it is that full moon. We're all one, super excited to just be here and we, work with the energy and be able to move forward. But two, I feel like many of us have been holding on to these things that we have emotional attachments to, that we're just really ready for spirit to step in and remove them for us. You know what I mean? Like, please just help me take care of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Cheryl. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do Amanda's. And I am using the love activation card. So let's see, Amanda, what guidance does Spirit want to show Amanda in the love department? So we have priorities. It says you understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. Ooh, so right away, in the red, I seen the red right away. Mercury is red, guys. Mercury retrograde is kind of the energy that I got right away. And it's very much like someone comes back around, Amanda, and you have to decide and ask yourself, are you ready to send this person unconditional love? Are you ready to have unconditional love for this person? And it might even be a thing. Like it might be like a situation, not necessarily a person. But I'm definitely sensing like Mercury retrograde, like something from your past, that fire energy. And Mercury is not fire, it's Mars. But it just kind of giving me like that heated type of situation. But it's very much saying like put love in all things. You can't go wrong that way, right? Discernment comes out, and it says you're developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. I feel like that's most likely what's happening. It's like this person or this situation comes back and you're like, you know what, that wasn't love. I didn't love that person. I was just scared, or I was settling, or I thought that was all there was going to be, or I wasn't following my dreams, or you see what I'm trying to say? It's like now you're starting to realize what love actually is. Let's do one more. Expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. Super interesting because I feel like your sister just got this card, but as in where she is very much like in a more I guess I shouldn't compare. I'm so sorry. Two different people. Never mind. Drop all that. Love you guys. But yours is more about actually saying the things you want. You're very much more doing the, hey, what if it does go right for me, right? You see what I'm trying to say? All right, let's pull a little tarot for each one. Let's do the priorities. I definitely got a strong Mercury retrograde energy. So I have the Queen of Wands coming out, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen of Wands is about confidence, having confidence in yourself. Tell yourself you can do something. I think you are. Discernment comes out. You're developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. And that's giving you new options. Look at that. The Seven of Cups comes out. I just want to say the Seven of Cups sometimes can say there's confusion. I did notice in Triple Goddess Tarot that there's no clouds, right? These are like cups lined up in a store shop shelf, and there's no cups. And it's very possible that she's not confused because she can see the cups clearly, right? But one thing did stick out to me the other day. Everything's mirrored, right? It's a she's looking in. Everything's going to be the opposite, right? So there definitely could be some sort of discernment with something, some sort of illusion, something that looks a certain way, but really it means something else. Let's look at expression. We have the Empress coming out. I do feel like that was coming out in reverse. And the Lovers, yeah. So I do feel, look, the Lovers, Empress, the Lovers, Judgment. Ooh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the Seven of Pentacles, be patient. Libra, Justice on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's massive. That's a lot of major arcana coming out on expression, where I said you're ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. It's like you've learned something, you've connected, someone's taught you something, something's definitely happened here, because look at all the major arcanas that came out in a row. That does not happen all the time, guys. I definitely feel like it's going to be because you've learned to start replacing that with what if it does work out for me? What if it is what I need? What if it is good, right? Absolutely. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. Good job, Amanda. Sandra, don't feel bad. It's because you're in my boat. We're over here just rowing away. We're going to get there, though. I promise you. Awesome, Amanda. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Amber says something's coming to a head, something unexpected. I definitely agree. Definitely. I feel like we all thought worst case scenario, and Spirit's fixing to show us that it does not always have to be like that. And that's why our thoughts are so important. That's why they're priority now, right? Absolutely. My arms are tired too, Sandra. They are. They are. But you know what the trick is? The trick is we can't give up. That's it. That's all we have to do is keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. The energy will bend. We will make it through. The sun will rise. And this too shall pass. And I think actually when it passes, we're going to see a lot of big, good things. That's really going to shock us because, again, we're always kind of in this worst case scenario. All right, I'm going to leave that stuff there. Thank you guys for participating and for coming in and always keeping me company. I appreciate you guys so very much. Facebook, thank you for coming in and participating. I will get those stars figured out eventually, guys. I hope to figure it out before the time of the bonus is over. But yeah, I'm just so excited that Facebook has acknowledged our presence and said, hey, we're here and we're growing and we're doing big things. So thank you for all of that, Facebook. But YouTube, thank you for coming in. YouTube always does definitely helps me promote and market my brand. So guys, please come in for that Scorpio full moon reading. It is a Facebook only event, so you will have to follow my Facebook page. Go check that out if you guys haven't checked that out already. All right, I think that's all I wanted to say. Don't freak out. Use the astrology as a tool. When the person comes in, if they're crappy to you, let them go back out in their crappy way and send them out with unconditional love, guys. If they're healed, then welcome them in with open arms, right? Enforce your boundaries, guys. Enforce your boundaries. So Jennifer says, how about accepting changes and how to deal with things out of our control and be forgiven by lost loved ones? Jennifer, you sound like me when I first started seeing Dr. Ellis, my therapist. And I make jokes about it all the time because she's like this Southern Baptist lady. And I'm like, how is this lady going to help me? She did. She changed my life. She told me to go find God. And I did, guys. And we're here today. Look at me go. So Jennifer, I'm just going to tell you, you can do the very same thing. We can all do the same thing. Nobody has more magical powers than anyone else. We are all equal, guys, and we can all change our lives at any moment. And I just want you to know, Jennifer, right now, I've been studying astrology for a while now, and right now is definitely the time. You see these eclipses coming in as quickly as they did, and you see the Mercury retrograde, and you see those big planets making big moves. Right now is the time. If you want something to be different, make it so. Speak it into existence. I promise you, it'll happen. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you so very much, Jennifer. Message me, and let me know about that reading we talked about earlier. For the rest of you, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, we do Earth signs tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time, and I hope to see all of you guys there. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon. As always, I'm always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.